Natasha, please. Do as I ask. Take them and burn them now.
What's the point? You heard what they did to Tolstoy's house? And the Krishati?
The Krishati was our own people. The Germans wouldn't do that. Our own scum.
Maria Pavlovna, this is state property.
And the photographs, Pelageya, leave the old ones.
We're Soviet people, Maria Pavlovna.
Russian, thank God.
You old fool. You think the fascists won't shoot you? We should be in Sevastopol with the army. Maria Pavlovna, this is shameful.
No one is forcing you to stay.
That won't save your precious house.
Go now, then. Run. Run after the Red Army. If you can catch them.
Please, Natasha, will you burn those papers?
Well, you found your tongue.
Natasha. You can hide these in the attic.
They won't harm us. They won't. I know Germans. Germans are decent, hard-working people. Human beings. Christians. You'll see, Maria Pavlovna. You don't want to believe them. It's just lies like all the rest. Maybe we can line our shoes with these.
Oh, my God. It's Kopaliev and Irina. Hurry. Take those upstairs. Ask Natasha to help.
To help get rid of these. The works of Lenin. In pigskin.
I knew you'd be here. No matter what happens, I said Maria Pavlovna won't leave, not if they burn Chekhov's house down and the whole of Yalta besides. Maria Pavlovna stands like a rock, didn't I say?
Kostya. What are you doing here?
The Germans are everywhere. There's no place to go. Anyway, I couldn't leave, not with the school. And Anna, Anna's fine. She's taking care of the boys, keeping them out of sight. Dearest Masha, there's nothing we could do. I had to bring Irina. The German soldiers look all right. Well, no worse than ours. Town's full of them, too, trying to hide. You'd better fasten your windows. One poor man, they found him in a woman's coat.
Irina can stay here, of course. Assistant curator, bed and board. Natalia Sergeyevna is still here. You can share her room.
And come back to poor old Kostya at weekends, once things settle down. There's a curfew at 6 o'clock. Notices everywhere. German, Russian, even Ukrainian. Notices and regulations. That's the Germans for you. Don't worry, dearest Masha. We'll be all right. Just as long as we obey the rules. Just obey the rules.
Look out for tripwires and shoot anything that moves. Take no chances. What place is this?
It is the house of my late brother, the writer, Anton Chekhov.
A museum?
Yes, in my brother's memory.
These are his writings?
Yes, some of them.
These are German.
The translations. My brother died in Germany at Badenweiler.
Gerhard Hauptmann.
What's your name?
Natalia Sergeyevna.
Not you. You.
Kravchenko, Irina Nikolaevna.
Ukrainian.
My father was.
Where is he? Soldier?
No, I have no parents.
Irina is my assistant.
Who else is in the house?
Only a cook. She's...
Why isn't she here? You. Bring her.
You will show us the other rooms.
The writer Chekhov died in 1904. That's 37 years ago. You have kept everything as it was exactly all that time.
We have many visitors. People come from all over Russia to see how Anton Pavlovich lived. Also scholars and writers. Many from your own country before the war.
I have read Chekhov, The Seagull, The Cherry Orchard, many of the stories, some in Russian. Dama Sabachkoy, The Lady with the Little Dog, An Affair of the Heart, very sad. And here in Yalta, of course. It's a beautiful place. And this house, we shall harm nothing, I assure you.
We seem to have brought winter with us. Do the roses always last this long in Crimea? I am Major Beckman. Captain Schiller, Lieutenant Culch. Maria Pavlovna.
What is this? Take that off. You. It's a gift. A traditional welcome of bread and salt for an honored guest. It's the custom.
We are not guests. Take it away. You're a servant here? And you offer a gift to a German? You're in no position to offer or withhold. Any of you. Understand? You're a defeated people with no customs and no rights.
Untermenschen.
That's correct. Remember it.
I should like to see this room, please.
This was my brother's study. This is his writing table. He was a doctor, as you can see. These are his medical instruments.
He worked at this table?
Yes. Sometimes in bed, when he was too ill to rise.
He slept here? How did he die in Germany?
Tuberculosis.
You have a great many clinics, sanatoria now in Crimea. He was unfortunate.
Yes.
You have kept this house all that time. July the 2nd, 1904. Unopened?
I planted that tree the day he died.
You never married?
My brother used to watch the steamers at this window coming into the harbour. And they could see his lamp at night time, far out on the water.
I must see the rest of the house, please. I shall occupy the study and bedroom. You need have no fear for any of your late brother's effects or museum exhibits. Captain Schiller and Lieutenant Kalks will be found rooms on the floor below. From time to time I may have guests, brother officers, in which event I shall ask for a bed to be made up in the study. Be assured that your house will be treated with the utmost respect.
No, I'm sorry, I can't allow that. I can't allow you to use my brother's personal rooms. I beg you to understand, Major, this door must be locked. You may do as you wish with the rest, but I cannot allow the...
Exactly, Maria Pavlovna. You know I could have you imprisoned, at the very least.
Major Beckman! Look what we found hiding in the greenhouse.
Some partisan, eh?
Does he have any papers?
No papers, Major. Can't make him out.
Joseph something or other.
Well, maybe it's Joseph Stalin. Well, he says he's a gardener. We found him hiding under a bench in the greenhouse.
Well, he's Jewish, that's obvious. Red Army hero. Take him out, shoot him.
No! Maria Pavlovna, please!
Wait! Does this man work here? You mentioned no gardener.
Yes. I was afraid.
You can prove this.
Yes.
That man was a partisan. You were given strict orders to shoot.
Well, he was unarmed, hiding under a bench.
That's enough! You have his identification papers, some documents?
Upstairs in my room. Irina will bring them. Irina, bring me Osip Akhmatov's papers from the box in my desk. If it isn't there, it'll be in the dressing table. Try the desk first. Please hurry. The Major's waiting.
Release him and stay outside. So, for the time being, this house and its inhabitants are under the protection of the German Army of Occupation. There will be no requisitions or any appropriation of goods or movables without express instructions signed by myself or a superior officer. An order to that effect in both German and Russian will be posted at all entrances. You are reminded that the city of Yalta and its environs are presently subject to curfew at 1800 hours. Any civilian persons abroad for whatever purpose beyond that hour are liable to be shot without warning. Furthermore, all persons between the ages of 16 and 60 are commanded to register for employment, as directed by the German district administration. For the time being, you may continue to regard this museum as your place of employment. You may return to your roses. Possession of any weapons or any radio equipment, any acts of sabotage, any show of resistance will be punishable by death. Identification must be carried at all times. Further instructions will be notified as necessary, and it is the responsibility of every citizen to read, act, and obey. Maria Pavlovna, you will prepare accommodation for myself and these officers. Unfortunately, we cannot stay here tonight. Our duties at Sevastopol may cause that pleasure to be postponed perhaps a week or two. Cherish your freedom. You have earned it.
Well, well. Osip Akhmatov.
And a Christmas tree with a little note in frightful Russian how it should be decorated. Yes, with a whole box of little glass balls. Anna Petrovna says if it had been candles, at least we could have eaten them. She sends her love, of course. Oh, and Lev Semyonovich has gone. Did you know that? Yes, to a new settlement on the mainland somewhere. Odessa, I think. The whole family. Jews to report here, Ukrainians to report there. They're so tidy, the Germans, you wouldn't believe it. Everything in triplicate. Oh, and they've closed the upper school. Not for good, of course.
They've closed the school?
Yes, only from the 4th grade. And with Lev Semyonovich away, I've been made headmaster. And Anna still teaches some of her favourites on the sly, so we can't really complain. Not too loudly, anyway. We've taken down all the pictures of Big Moustache and put up Little Moustache in his place. Oh, and we've morning prayers now and hymns with a Romanian priest, special consignment. Are they here, your Germans?
Yes. Come downstairs into the kitchen, Kostya. We can talk there. It's the only room we have left.
We have the whole schoolhouse to ourselves now. Irina could come this weekend. Anna's dying to see her. Oh, and I brought a couple of things. Some sugar. Everything's so scarce now unless you're in the know.
Look, here. The Seagull. Constantine and Nina, Act 4. It's only a few pages.
Why don't you ask Natasha?
Oh, come on, you're not afraid, surely.
No, I'm not afraid. Ask Natasha.
All right, I will. Dzievushka! Fraulein Natalia Sergeyevna? Dzievushka!
This is very kind of you, Kostya.
Actually, the plum jam's a bit tasteless. Some kind of German substitute. One of Anna Petrovna's students stole it, I'm afraid. God in heaven, Masha, is this all you have?
Yes.
In this house, surely.
The Germans eat their own food, thank God. We get by well enough.
Occasionally they ask for tea in the samovar. In any case, we've seen very little of them. Sevastopol is keeping them busy.
It can't hold out forever, Masha. Maybe we should bow to the inevitable, eh? Well, at least the Germans know what they're doing. A lot of Ukrainians will be glad to have them. Once they break up the collectives, you won't find many peasants against them. No, it's people like us, Masha, intellectuals. It's bad for us, I know, but maybe if we showed more willing... Oh, no, I have given it up. It's the truth. Oh.
When we lived in Moscow many years ago, Anton was a student at Moscow University and writing for the comic papers. And Tosha Shechonte, father got a job as an agent for a tea importer. They gave him the sweepings as a sort of commission. We used to sit at nights, the whole family, round the table, picking out the little pieces of paper and dirt. Not a grain went to waste.
So, how are your Germans? How's my beautiful Irina?
Irina's fine.
The German major calls her Irinushka. Well, it's a decent fellow. So's the lieutenant.
Why don't you ask them for something? You know, catch them in a good mood.
Oh, yes, when they're doing well, of course. Killing Russians.
Oh, Anna Petrovna says Moscow has been saved. I think one of her students has a radio, but I don't ask. Do you know the Germans have no winter clothes? Can you imagine it? In Moscow in December. Anna says they're going to build an electric fence round the whole of Leningrad, right round the entire city, and let everyone starve. Well, how can she believe that? It's ridiculous.
I think you'd better go upstairs.
You better leave now, Kostya. Go by the back door, please.
You will be ready in 1 hour. Sevastopol is to be contained for the time being, until the Soviet attacks have been repulsed. You'll be deprived of our company for a few weeks at most, but I'm sure you'll survive. Maria Pavlovna, we shall be leaving in an hour. Soviet forces have made landings near Kherson and Feodosia. At Feodosia, there is a hospital for German military wounded. The town was defended by Romanian troops. When it was abandoned late yesterday evening to units of the Soviet Coastal Army, 200 German wounded were carried from the hospital and laid in rows along the beach. Their bandages were removed. Seawater was poured over them, and they froze to death. A little theatrical, wouldn't you agree?
I don't know why I kept these. Be very careful in the Tatar villages, Ossip. Try not to let them see everything at once. And don't take money. Go with them to wherever they keep their flour. Make sure it's for their own use and not full of sand.
They won't let me. For all they know, I could be a partisan.
I never thought I'd see days like these again. Never.
At least the peasants are still eating. Stalin knew all the hiding places.
Do you think they'll come back?
The Germans will lose in the long run. Russia's too big, even for Hitler.
It's not what I meant.
And what difference will it make? They'll use the same camps, the same police files. It's a paper transaction.
I can't believe it, Ossip. That there be no changes after all this suffering.
In Kiev, when the Germans arrived, the Gestapo moved straight into the NKVD building on Krashatik. Cells, torture rooms, everything tailor-made. And when the Komsomols blew up the street, what do you think they missed? Well, why waste all that work?
Are they really killing the Jews?
Why not? Nothing's changed, Maria Pavlovna. Under Stalin, it was Trotskyites or cosmopolitans. At least the Germans called a Jew a Jew. Who would be that stupid? I'm a Red Army man, I told you. Left behind in Comrade Stalin's brilliant strategic withdrawal.
You were never in the army, were you, Ossip?
I am 35 years old.
Ossip, Pelageya doesn't get any better. If we had some meat.
The same ones for 40 years.
No, of course not. But Maria Pavlovna cut them from the same bushes. The roses Chekhov planted with his own hands. So, you see, Chekhov used to call her his master builder.
Ah, yes, from Ibsen.
Maria Pavlovna looked after the house. She took charge of all the buildings, and she handled the business side of his work, too.
She's a remarkable woman.
Oh, yes. When I came here first, it was on a school visit. I was, 11 or 12. You know that every Soviet boy and girl joins the pioneers at school. I was chosen to give the vote of thanks and present Maria Pavlovna with a neckerchief on behalf of the group. It was a great honor. I was very proud. Afterwards, Maria Pavlovna took me aside and invited me to stay for tea.
And you've known her since then?
Yes. She's a fine person. To have lived under the Tsar, in what we call our Silver Age, when only the very few could know the good things in life. To have seen the October Revolution, the Civil War, the years of struggle, and the Crimea, especially, the White Army's held out for a long time. Maria Pavlovna has seen all that with her own eyes. She sacrificed a great deal for our new world, for my generation. I admire her for that.
She's very strong.
Yes, I don't think I could have done what she's done. Perhaps Natasha.
Like a heroine from Turgenev. All bare shoulders and impossible ideals.
Well, I don't know about the bare shoulders. But with Natalia Sergeyevna, nothing is impossible.
But she hates the Germans, that's for sure.
Yes, so do I.
Well, it's understandable. But with Natalia Sergeyevna, it's a patriotic duty. A moral imperative. You have no parents, Irina.
No, I was brought up in an orphanage. I never knew my parents. It's not so unusual. Natalia Sergeyevna's the same in a sort of way. You mustn't tell her that I told you.
Why not?
Well, it's nothing to be ashamed of, really. Her father was an engineer on the railways, somewhere in the Moscow region. It's a long time ago now. And he was found guilty of sabotage. It's a terrible crime. Natalia Sergeyevna did right, but it must have been very painful for her. She was a literature student at Moscow University, the cleverest in her year. And when her father was convicted, Natalia Sergeyevna stood up in front of the whole class and denounced him as a traitor.
That's terrible.
Yes, it was a brave thing to do. Everybody cheered. Some people even cried, but not Natalia Sergeyevna. You see what kind of people we are, Lieutenant Kaltz. He'll never defeat us. Not in a million years.
Perhaps. Tell me what you think of Chekhov. Honestly.
Oh, I think he was a great prophet. A visionary.
The time is drawing near, when a great storm will break, and a fierce, cleansing wind sweep through our society.
Thank you, Herr Baron. Yes, you're right. That is exactly what I admire about Chekhov. How clearly he sees the new Russia, the cleansing wind of the revolution, and how truthfully he describes it. Chekhov is an inspiration. You wouldn't understand.
You make him sound like Gorky.
Last spring, before the war, they took us to Leningrad on a school visit and they showed us where Gorky had been imprisoned under the Tsar. There was even a wax model with a guard peering through the spy hole. Leningrad's a beautiful city.
I'm sorry.
Is Major Beckman married?
Oh, yes. Just like Vershinin, with 2 little girls. And very unhappily.
The old woman, Pelageya, she's unwell?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And you must do her work.
You could do worse. Much worse.
So I'm told.
Natalia Sergeyevna, I should like some tea. You know, when we get rid of the Slavs, Crimea might be quite pleasant. Good climate, mountain air, one vast spa. You don't approve, Major. Well, that's what we're here for.
Really?
Oh, yes. In the long term, Ukraine, Crimea will be resettled with good German stock. And the Slavs will be driven east, those that remain, to their Asiatic homelands.
You honestly believe all that, Captain?
You've engaged them in combat, Major.
They are brave soldiers, Captain Schiller.
They're brave because their own guns point at their backs. And that's understandable. What would they fight for? Bolshevism? A 500,000 at Kiev alone. The German soldiers have surrendered. They're poorly led, of course. That's to be expected. Endurance is a donkey's virtue. And the Slavs get the leaders they deserve. They're capable of anything. A fervent prayer to the Virgin of Kazan before they eat a dead comrade's liver. They're the Negroes of Europe. The Fuhrer is right. We need their oil, their labor, their grain. They're at the disposal of the German Reich. And every day we permit them to extend their wretched lives is a bonus for them. Let them thank their terrifying Slav gods. Don't be misled by all this, Major. Natalia Sergeyevna would eat your liver too.
Captain Schiller, I find your views increasingly distasteful. I have no doubt they're the received wisdom in Berlin at Reichsfuhrer Himmler's dinner table. But we cannot continue to occupy Russia without Russian consent. That's the worst mistake we've made in this war. And I'm afraid we shall pay dear for it. Do not you be misled.
Major Beckman, that is an astonishing admission.
I do not need you to instruct me on my loyalties, Captain. When we resume the attack on Sevastopol, be assured I shall not rest until the whole of Crimea is ours, even if it means annihilating every last defender and reducing the city to rubble. But I will tell you this. All our efforts here will go for nothing in the long run without Moscow.
Moscow? Moscow's just a name on a map.
Ah, some tea. Thank you. To Moscow, to Moscow. Like the three sisters in the play, eh? You must read to us some evening, perhaps. Thank you, excuse me. Maria Pavlovna, I have made some arrangements with the quartermaster in Yalta. As you may be aware, certain categories in occupied lands are entitled to a special ration allowance. German settlers, for example. I believe there are several thousand in Crimea. From Monday, if you present yourself at the quartermaster's office on Primorsky Boulevard, you will receive this ration against my signature.
Sure. Major Beckman, that's expressly forbidden. Under no circumstances.
I am feeling generous, Captain. You have a watch.
What?
Watch, pocket watch, wristwatch. Do you have one? Would you like another? I have here a letter, a circular from SS General Orlandorff, asking if myself or any of my men require watches. Yes, apparently he has 200 to spare. Time on his hands, so to speak. What do you say? Shall I put your name down for one, eh? As you were saying, Captain, Ukrainian wheat, Caucasian oil, Jewish watches.
You can say what you like, Natalia Sergeyevna. The rule of the beggars is finished. That's what my father, God rest him, would have said. They're out for good, and they'll never come back. And one of these days, the Germans, or our own people, better still, one of these days they'll catch up with that bank robber and put him in jail where he belongs. He's not even a Georgian. I know Georgians. They give you their last kopeck and spit in your eye. Real men. Stalin won't rest, my father used to say, until he's wiped out every living soul in this country, down to grandmothers and tiny babies. What's the word? Liquidate. Until he's liquidated us all. And I thank God for the Germans, Natalia Sergeyevna, that I can say these things. And I know what they're doing in Yalta, but it's your people making them.
They're looking for volunteer workers to go to Germany. We could make pancakes there, Pelageya. Real ones with eggs and fresh milk. You wouldn't need to look at starving children either.
And where were you living in 1933, eh? It couldn't have been Ukraine or Crimea. God forgive you, Natalia Sergeyevna. I saw children dying in the streets while you were in Moscow waving flags. Smash the kulaks. Save the revolution and smash the kulaks. Our best people, the hardest workers in every village, that gangster murdered them. I've had to eat grass, Natalia Sergeyevna. Don't tell me about hunger.
You think the Germans are here forever? You really believe that?
I pray every day to God for them to go. But the down and outs won't come back. They're finished. And who'll read your little reports then, eh? Oh, maybe you're still spying on us. For the Germans. Huh. The batter's finished. Do you want me to make some more? Maria Pavlovna! Oh, good heavens. You're miles away.
I was thinking of the time the actors came down from Moscow when Anton was alive. They travelled specially all that way to perform for him. Seagull or Vanya, I think. I was so excited. I spent the entire day baking pancakes, apple pies, little cherry tarts. Anton used to say that actors ate like wolves. Anyway.
Maria Pavlovna, I think you should speak to Irina. She's been with the Germans all day. They're drinking vodka, and so is Irina.
Irina doesn't drink.
Celebrating German victories. Irina's too young to know what she's doing. I think you should speak to her, Maria Pavlovna, and if you don't, I will.
She's lonely, that's all.
She's behaving like a whore.
God
Tasha,
forgive
please.
me.
Oh, listen to them.
Forgive her.
Listen. And look at the two of you. Well, I'm no serf, Maria Pavlovna. I'm...
I'll tell you what her trouble is.
Pelagia.
Well, nothing to be ashamed of.
And the Romanians retreated in orchestral groups. That's what he put in the dispatch. It's absolutely true. Do you know they've taken 2,000 pianos out of Odessa and several ballerinas, crated them up and sent them back to Bucharest.
The ballerinas?
I mean, God knows they're lousy allies, but you can't help liking them.
Yeah. They're Slavs. They're frightened of Russians. What about you? You frighten the Russians?
I'm not Romanian. Crimean Greek. We're frightened of everybody.
You should join one of the new defense brigades. Against the partisans. See some action. Yeah. You should join one of the new brigades. I mean, you've had the experience. Red Army and all that.
Unfit.
Play something. German.
Oh, no.
And Irina Nikolaevna. Pleased at our return? Safe and sound?
What do you think, Captain Schiller?
Natalia Sergeyevna? Where is she? Why isn't she joining in the celebrations?
There's nothing to celebrate in people being killed.
Well said. I agree. But maybe now the fighting will stop, at least in Crimea.
You know the worst thing? You know what was the most terrible? No, you mustn't hear.
No, please, go on, tell me.
Well, war is not pretty, you know. But Sevastopol, I have never seen anything like it. Right at the end when we were shelling their positions at Inkerman. The entire cliff, you know, is hollowed out like a rabbit warren. The Red Army used it as ammunition store, headquarters, hospital for the wounded, and at the end it was packed full of civilians, women and children from the city. They had no chance, no possibility of escape.
The commissars shoot them if they try to surrender. It's true, Irina.
We sent up an assault force, sappers, to blow open the doors, huge steel doors. And before we had chance to lay our charges, the entire cliff blew up. Hundreds of feet of rock, wounded, civilians, everything.
The Russians did that. To our own people.
To other Russians. Don't tell me you're surprised.
It was a terrible sight.
We're not such demons, Irina. If Natalia Sergeyevna knew these things,
She would do what? Lieutenant Kaltz. Smile at you, perhaps?
Anyway, you're making us homesick. Play something more cheerful, Ozzy. And Irinushka shall dance for us. I command it.
Here. could you forget, Natalia Sergeyevna? The 2nd of July each year, Chekhov's anniversary. I always bring white roses. Natasha, I swear I didn't even think about the Germans.
I thought everyone had forgotten. Thank you, Kostya.
It's a kind of memorial, and like Masha's tree. Well, I didn't know anything about that.
As you can hear, we're having our own memorial service. And Irina is in the thick of it.
She's a young girl. She gets little enough enjoyment.
Has she been sick? She hasn't visited us at the schoolhouse for weeks. Anna Petrovna worries about her.
No, she's not sick.
Irina's fine. She'll be delighted to see you.
You should strip the stems before you put them in water.
You'll take tea with this Kostya, won't you? And you can tell us your news. We need cheering up.
Well, well, well. So this is where you're hiding. Maria Pavlovna, Natasha, everyone. The compliments of Major Beckman, and would you be so kind as to join us in the dining room? No controversial subjects. A truce, I promise. A little wine, a little poetry. The Major would be honored.
Of course.
Everyone, please. Maria Pavlovna, do you have any candles?
I think so.
You were the school teacher, Kopalyev. Please, join us. Yes, yes, take them with you. We'll find room for them. The Major's invitation was for everyone, Natalia Sergeyevna. He'll be disappointed if you don't come. And I'll be desolated.
I have these things to clear away.
Oh. Well, as soon as you've finished, perhaps I could help.
The whole secret of her attraction lay in just those small, infinitely delicate movements. In the combination of those graces with youth and freshness, purity of heart, ringing in her voice, and that fragility we find so lovely in children, birds, fawns, and young trees. Hers was a kind of moth-like beauty, suited to the waltz, to flitting through gardens, to laughter and gaiety, quite unsuited to seriousness or repose. All it would take, it seemed, was for a puff of wind or for a few drops of rain, and that fleeting beauty would disperse, like the pollen of a flower. Ah, yes, murmured the officer with a sigh, as the second bell rang and we returned to our carriage. But what that "ah, yes" meant, I would not presume to say.
Bravo, Irina Nikolaevna. Didn't I always say, Masha, my star pupil? Such expression. Beautiful, beautiful. Look, you see tears.
Kostya.
You should be with the Moscow Art Theater, Irina. And you've grown up a young woman. I can't believe it.
Kostya.
For God's sake, shut up!
Anyway, more music, Ozzy.
Bravo, bravo. Let's have another Slav dance. Let's have the one where you sit on your heels. Kaltz will know. Where's Kaltz?
I think the captain means the tripak. It's a Cossack dance.
That's the one.
That's a man's dance. It's a dance for men.
Let's see you do it then, school teacher.
Oh.
Come on. Come on. On your feet. Come on. Show us how it's done, school teacher. Instruct us.
Beckman's staying on too. For a while. Port Commandant. I don't know how long it'll last, but the war here is over now. Thank God. I hate all this. I hate it. I'm sorry for what the Germans have done. It's so stupid, futile. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault.
No. No, I can't. It's not that easy.
Does it matter?
Yes.
Go back to your party.
Natasha. Please, listen. I know that we're...
Enemies. But that doesn't mean we can't be friends.
But it's the truth. Look, you think I'm not serious? Oh, my God, if you knew. Natasha, please, look at me. I love you, Natasha. I love you.
So, Major of Artillery Beckman. When will your transfer come through?
Why should I ask for a transfer? Do you want to be rid of me? Stalingrad will be a poor exchange for Yalta.
Nonetheless.
Stalin's aircraft carrier, that's what Hitler calls Crimea. I'm needed here. Why should I leave? Besides, one division won't make any difference to Stalingrad now.
So, what will happen?
To us? God knows. We've learned to fight Russian style, Irina. The custom of the country.
In what way?
Hang on like grim death. Don't give an inch until you lose everything.
Think you will lose? I do.
Oh?
I think, now that the Germans have been stopped, the Red Army will drive them back to Ukraine, maybe even Poland.
Well, that'll take a week or two at least, so I won't be leaving tomorrow.
When you go, will you take me with you?
Of course, why not?
You don't believe me.
Irina, Stalingrad is a very long way off, and Hitler won't give up the Crimea. It's too important.
When you go, I want you to take me with you. To Germany.
I don't think you'll be treated very well there. Of course, you might find a good family. A Ukrainian maid has a certain cachet, so I'm told, but no, you'll be much safer with your own people. After all, you've done nothing wrong. You're not a collaborator, at least not by choice. I'm sorry, Irina, but you mustn't worry.
Don't you care what happens to me?
Of course I care, you know that.
Then why won't you take me with you?
Well, if it comes to that, Irina, I'll see that you get away. To Germany, if you wish.
She never writes to you, does she?
Who?
And that isn't to her, is it? I would write to you every day. I mean, what kind of a marriage is it? You don't love her, it's obvious. You don't talk about her, you never carry her picture. It's terrible. You've no home. Well, I know what that's like. I understand. Do you think I care what happens to me here? I mean, if you go, I don't want to stay. You can't divorce her. You owe her nothing.
Irina, for God's sake. I have 2 daughters older than you. How could you imagine?
Imagine. Imagine?
I have never what? No, I don't want to hear any more. Good God, Irina, you're 17. Is that what they think? Now go away.
And how long is this to last?
I'm afraid I can't say. Major Beckman will return from leave in a few days, and you may ask him then. But these orders are from Southern Army Group.
Lieutenant Kautz, if our ration privileges are withdrawn, we must be free to barter for food or we shall starve. Ossip can go into the villages.
No, that will not be allowed. Partisan action is increasing in the Yaila Mountains, and all movement out of the city is to cease.
People are joining the partisans to avoid being sent to Germany as slaves, Lieutenant
Well, that is not the matter at issue. Anyone attempting to communicate with the partisans will be shot. Reprisals have
I have heard.
Ossip must not leave the city, and he would be well advised to remain indoors. Power station was damaged last night. It's not safe to be on the streets.
Lieutenant Kautz, you're here to protect German interests. Get on with it.
You will know soon enough, Maria Pavlovna. British and American forces have landed in Sicily. I think you may expect changes.
I'm used to those, Lieutenant Kautz. I lived through a revolution before you were born. I'm concerned for the welfare of my staff, however. Pelageya is seriously ill.
Maria Pavlovna, you have not been summoned here for a debate. Kindly sit. I have some questions I would like answered.
Thank you.
You recognize that, of course. Delegate member of the Yalta City Soviet, Maria Pavlovna Shekova.
Yes, that is mine.
A simple museum curator. You ever a member of the Communist Party?
No?
You know what happens to party members.
Yes.
So naturally you will deny party membership. Oh, you served with the Yalta Soviet.
As a citizen,
Civic duty?
I was concerned with educational matters.
Oh, propaganda.
Education. I'm a qualified teacher in history and geography. My late brother endowed several schools in Yalta and elsewhere. I have always taken an interest.
So you were never a Communist Party member? Why not?
I wasn't asked.
You would have joined? You're a believer in Bolshevism. I find that strange.
Captain Schiller, I've devoted my whole life to my brother's work. And since his death, to preserving his memory in this house. I have the politics I need for that task, and that is all. If I'd needed to join the Communist Party, I would have done so, and you could now shoot me with a clear conscience. I might even have joined the Nazi Party. I don't know how you obtained this, but you'll find very little in it.
Yes. Your school teacher friend said as much. We shall see. Now, the gardener, Osip Akhmatov, that's his name. When did he enter your employ?
In 1940, on a part-time basis to begin with.
1940. And before that, where was he?
I don't know.
Red Army, perhaps? Ah, no. Unfit. Corrective labor camp?
If that is the case, it should hardly worry you, Captain Schiller.
Yes. Well, as a good Soviet citizen, you will, of course, have registered in 1940 your new employee with the Yalta authorities. Former employment, place of residence, and passport endorsements, and so on. That can be verified.
You've already seen his papers.
Have I? Well, perhaps I should look again.
I don't know where he is at the moment. Major Beckman has checked all our papers. There's surely no need. But if you wish to speak to Osip, I'll send him to you as soon as he comes in. He's probably in the conservatory.
No, that won't be necessary. My men have moved him to Yalta. Gestapo headquarters. They'll speak to him. Have Natalia Sergeyevna bring me some iced water.
We can let them destroy us, one by one, if that's what you want. Kharkov is already liberated. Kiev will be before the anniversary of the revolution.
Naturally.
The great German army's on the run. Everywhere, they're driving people ahead of them like cattle. They set fire to the fields. Not even a chicken coop left standing. Anything to stay a few days ahead of our soldiers. Oh, they're desperate, Maria Pavlovna, and they'll do the same here. And when the Red Army return to Crimea and our German guests must take their leave, don't expect Auf Wiedersehen. This is not the Shinin and Tussenbach, Maria Pavlovna. They'll burn the whole of Yalta for a leave-taking. We've lived 2 years on our knees. Is this how you want to die?
When the Red Army comes back, we might as well be dead. That's why you want to fight, Natasha, to save your neck.
Maria Pavlovna.
What are you asking of me? In the name of God, Natalia Sergeyevna, what do you want? I've kept this house since my brother died. I've had to abase myself before slaves for the right to keep it. After the Civil War, when I went to Moscow to beg for this house. 3 weeks on that train, I wake up dreaming about it. The other women wanted to throw me off. I was wearing shoes, a bourgeois, a former person. One of them had heard of Anton Chekhov, knew his name, and so they let me live.
Maria Pavlovna, that was 20 years ago. The fascists are stealing children all over Ukraine. Railway workers in Odessa have seen them, whole trainloads of them, unable to walk, with the blood drained out of them for the German wounded. There are death camps for Jews in Poland.
Ossip was Jewish. He'd been in one of our camps before the war. At Vinnytsia, wasn't it? Crimes against the state.
Where did you find...
You shouldn't leave things lying about. Oh, I don't care. You do what you want.
Natalia Sergeyevna, you, of all people, to the Germans.
Who else could it have been?
All right. All right. Sit here. Drown in your disgusting sentiment. Yes, Major Beckman. No, Major Beckman. Oh, you make me sick. To my stomach, do you hear? You make me sick.
At any rate, that is how the General understands it. 17th Army is the Lost Legion. Oh, we go on leave, come back, shoot a few partisans, when they let us. More often it's wives and children. Suits the Russians perfectly. It's a small price to pay for such model prisoners.
Sorry, I don't follow.
And if we're well behaved and very fortunate, Yenike might just get us out, probably just in time to defend our own wives and children.
And that's defeatism.
Defeat? Hitler fought in the trenches, he knows best. Let the flea run the circus, eh? Thank you, Irina.
Oh, no, thank you. Is there any more fruit? Natalia Sergeyevna?
Your hand is dirty.
So it is. Will that be all, Major?
Yes, thank you, Natasha. It's quite warm now, thank you.
You could say it was for Christmas. Beckman would accept that. You haven't been to the schoolhouse for weeks. You could say Anna Petrovna is sick. Anything, because he'd believe you. Beckman needs to be liked. That's his weakness.
Why don't you ask him?
Irina, don't be stupid. They're picking people off the streets. You think I want to end my days digging trenches?
Oh, and what about me?
Beckman would give you a soldier escort. You could stay for a couple of days. It would all be perfectly innocent.
It's a bit pointless, isn't it? It'll be over soon enough.
Oh, yes. Yes, so it will. We'll return to normal. The additions, the glosses on the text, the great man's life and work.
Maria Pavlovna doesn't want any trouble.
Oh, Maria Pavlovna wants to live in a sealed vault. Chekhov wouldn't even let her marry. She's a dead man's creature still. Oh, this house. It's like a mausoleum. Don't be deceived, Irina. Don't let the Red Pioneer scarf blind you. That comrade delegate is class enemy to the core. You know what Lenin called people like her? Radishes. Red on the outside, white through and through.
Like Ossip. I don't believe all that. Natasha. I admire Maria Pavlovna. She's a brave woman.
Oh, yes. Yes, she guards the sacred flame. And that's what we're doing, isn't it? Cleaning up after fascists. And when they leave, when they march out of Yalta, and after 2 years of this filth.
Oh. What is all this about, Natasha? Oh. I wish they were all dead. Aren't you going to get undressed? What do you want me to do?
The Germans are getting ready to go. They're reinforcing now at Sevastopol to wait for ships. And the coast road is full of trucks. On Sunday, General Yanaka is to confer with Beckman here in Yalta at the Romanian Officers' Club.
Is one permitted to ask?
No. Soviet citizens are risking their lives, Irina.
I see.
I'm trusting you.
So you want me to tell Anna Petrovna this?
No. No, it's a coded instruction.
For her evening class students?
Look, the less you know, the better.
I already know more than I want to. Is Beckman to be killed?
Irina, don't ask questions.
Oh, it doesn't concern me. I just want to know, that's all.
Irina, for God's sake, you have to ask his permission.
Oh! Natasha.
The boys were very brave. I protested, of course. In loco parentis is a teacher's sacred duty, isn't it? I had a right to know it, you know. What was I going to tell the boys' mothers? I tried to stop them. I did try.
Kostya, what happened?
I mean, there are rules. There are procedures. They knocked me down with rifles.
Kostya, where is Anna Petrovna?
Some of these are very good, very promising. Would you believe it? Mitya Borisenko. Barely able to write his name. Stupidest boy in the school, and just look at those trees. That's a devil's staircase, surely.
Kostya, where is she?
Oh, she's safe. Hiding somewhere. They found a radio, some pieces of paper. Anna's students. She wouldn't confide in me. Well, you know. One of the boys fixed these, see? No grip. I think it's too tight. Maybe frostbite. Anyway, he'll be back. Don't suppose you'll stay now Anna Petrovna's gone? No.
Natalia Sergeyevna sent this for Anna. I don't want to take it back.
I'll give it to the boy. You shouldn't be out at night, Alina, an attractive young woman. Yeah. Here I am asking you to stay with me. The two of us. Where's the sense in that? I'm an evil old man, Alina. Zola's Pascal. Chekhov didn't like that, you know. Black Mark Konstantinovich. Anna said it.
I'll light a fire. Oh, Kostya, please!
Oh, God. No. It was nothing.
The Romanian club has been closed for weeks, since their officers left. Major Beckman was very precise. Lunch is to be ready at 12:15, table laid for 6, and we may keep the carcass for soup, along with whatever we may retrieve from the plates. Perhaps the General will leave a tip.
From the Major. You cook, they eat. It was Bolshevism, all right? You've an important guest, Maria Pavlovna. It's a big surprise, eh? Well, look. Beetroots, potatoes, onion, salt. And they're all counted. You understand? Good.
If you're going to stand there, Irina, you might peel some potatoes. There's Natasha. Irina, I do need some help, please. Since Pelageya died, I can't do everything. When the Germans leave, we shall clean the whole house from top to bottom. You know, Pelageya never really cleaned. Not thoroughly. As soon as they're out of the house, we'll make a fresh start. Top to bottom, every corner.
I'm not blaming you, Natasha. I'm trying to understand why. You could have bought cults for a kind word. If it was for information. Answer me, Natasha. He's decent at least.
Oh. Yes.
Natasha.
I wanted him.
Believe you.
Why not? Irina, this isn't a Komsomol debate. Why did you come back to the house last night?
How long has it been going on? Since Stalingrad. Consolation prize.
Well?
When I went to the schoolhouse.
Why did you come back to the house last night?
Does it make any difference? Do you think because nobody knew? Oh, Natasha, how could you be so stupid? Pavlovna knows. She knows. Do you understand? Couldn't you even keep it from her?
For how long? Another month?
Oh my God.
Yes, if you'd be so kind. General Yenike may wish to see your brother's rooms. He's an educated man, well-read. I think you may be interested in Chekhov. Is everything in order?
The memorial rooms are dusted every morning, Major Beckman.
Well, if the General should wish.
Of course.
Though God knows he'll have other things on his mind. But he should be here soon.
Everything will be ready, Major Beckman.
And when the war is over, they will erect a monument. Mother Russia on Darsan Hill. An eternal flame. Like Chekhov's little lamp, in memory of the heroic dead.
Anna Petrovna is alive.
Gestapo. She'd be better dead.
No, you don't understand. She got out. She's with the partisans. I gave Kostya your message. It'll be passed on by now. They've broken his hands. You lied to me, Natasha.
That's right. I lied. What difference does it make? Yes, what difference?
You knew Yannicka was coming to this house. I want to know what you've done, Natasha.
My duty, comrade. You should have stayed away.
If the partisans bomb this house, then we'll all be killed. You and Schiller, that filth, it'll all be buried. That's it, isn't it? You'll even get your name on Darsan Hill. And for that, you'll destroy everything. That's all you've ever wanted. Oh, you disgust me. You're worse than the Nazis.
You should have stayed at the schoolhouse. It's too late now.
Stop this! Major Beckman! Major Beckman! Major
Perhaps they'll bring wine.
Get the General back into the car, quickly.
Get these men up from the road, all of them.
Partisan,
Bring up the
hurry.
corners, everything you've got. Use grenades. Get behind the house and spread out. Spread out.
Maria Pavlovna, where is she? Where is Natasha?
I'll take the attic. It must be somewhere in the house.
Get
Look
out.
in the cupboards.
What are you staring at? That's an order. Get out! The key. Where's the key? No.
Push it down. Hurry, hurry. Cut her down. I want her alive.
The German 17th Army has been driven back behind the fortified line around the hero city of Sevastopol. Despite reports that Hitler has forbidden any further retreat, mass evacuations have already begun. Comrade Stalin salutes all the commanders and troops who fought so bravely to achieve these victories, many at the cost of their own lives. Eternal glory to the heroes who fell on the battlefield in the struggle for the liberty and honor of our motherland. Death to the German fascist invaders.
We have been very fortunate. At Tolstoy's house, they smashed the furniture. And they burned manuscripts in Tchaikovsky's own hand at Klin. We have been lucky. In a few days' time, this house, Chekhov's house, will be full of wounded soldiers, and we shall do everything in our power for them as he would have done.
Kostya was to have reopened the school today for the liberation. His hands are almost healed. Some men came for him last night. Leather coats.
The medical officer has promised the soldiers will repair any damage. The dining room and ceiling, even work in the garden. It's to be part of their convalescence. I told him we'd welcome any help. 2 women, after all. And we have important work. There's the new edition of the letters and the new guidebook. We must forget all these years, what we've suffered. We must live. It's the only way.
Natalia Sergeyevna lived for 3 months, or died. A stone box filling up day by day. For 3 months. Confinement. When she went into labor, they gave her a spoon. Then they bricked up the door.
In a few months, perhaps we shall receive visitors again. The war will be forgotten, all the pain. People will want to live again, to replace what has been lost, to start afresh. And we must work for that, Irina. Work. Yes,